Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats and UFCU Stadium. This place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to inhabit these stands shortly. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the South Alabama Jaguars taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets a block. And, oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Bringing the heat. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there...
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Here we go. To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Jaguars will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Davenport. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Eaton. At the 20, he's got space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff to the single running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
With the score, South Alabama 7, Texas State 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Texas State 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
To throw, it's Davenport. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
He's going for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end.
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Jenkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He's got it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Wants to throw. It's Davenport. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, South Alabama. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, Texas State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Might be calling a hot route. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but
big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a
catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Snap in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big 3rd down coming here.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. A long way to go on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Mims. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Back to throw, it's Davenport. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Jaguars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Let's go! Let's go! Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Jaguars! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Texas State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This guy has to go play the lottery. He is the luckiest D lineman in college football. You're lucky if you ever get 1 interception. He did that last week. He just got his 2nd interception on the season in this game. When the game's over, drive to the gas station, buy a lottery ticket, and play, because you're going to be rich.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. That's such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy is the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention.